There is panic in Sefwi-Wenchi in the Bibiani Afiaso Bekwai municipality in the Western North region after a sheep gave birth to a lamb-scary deformity. The lamb has conjoined heads, double nose, and 4 eyes. Listen to Municipal Veterinary Officer Dr. Kingsley Basau confirming the news.
At Sefwi-Wenchi, a sheep gave birth to an offspring with 2 heads, 4 eyes, 2 ears, and a normal body. In the animal, this is the first time we've experienced something like that. But in human, it was a deformity, but it was just a leg. And for the animal, those at the vicinity are thinking maybe it's the gods that are punishing them. But for us, the vets, we know for sure that deformity comes because of 1 or 2 things. Something like the heavy metals in the water. When the animal drinks such water, there's possibility that there will be such deformities. There have been deformities, but it was different. Something like the leg is not there, those things, that is normal to them. But because this one is unique, they are thinking that the animal was alive as at yesterday. The problem is because the head was true, it was difficult for the animal to even stand.
Now, it's the first of such incident to be recorded in the community and has already sparked several interpretations, as some are already attributing it to a possible signal of punishment from the gods of the land. Now, let's speak to Adum News correspondent Augustine Boa for some updates. Augustine, first tell us the nature of this community and what is the major occupation over there?
So, Sefwi-Wenchi is predominantly a farming community. It's about 50 kilometers away from the Bibiani Afiaso Bekwai municipal capital, which is Bibiani. The people over there are prominently farmers, like I said. The population over there is about 2,000 to 3,000 people.
I mean, so how is the situation now in the community? Has the sheep been taken away?
Yeah, like you said. In fact, the residents say they now live in fear and panic because they've not seen such incidents before. Though they experienced some deformities when the animals give birth, but not to this extent. So I speak now, the people there, they explain that they are now in fear and panic. That if animals are giving birth to such situation, likewise humans can also, give birth to babies with deformities.
Augustine, thank you very much for that update. But some residents of Sefwi-Wenchi have also been speaking to us. Well, we'll bring you that later on. But we are also joined on the phone by pathologist and head of the KNUST School of Medicine, Professor Paul O.C. Sampeni. Prof, thank you very much for joining us. You've been working in this area extensively. Are you surprised about what we are hearing from the Bibiani regarding these sheep with horrifying defects?
Well, thank you so much. I've said it before, and I'm repeating, I'm not surprised at all.
I mean, but what could be the possible case of this anomaly, and what can we do to avert future occurrence?
It will take time, whatever it is, once you stop what you are doing and try doing the right thing. I think the other time I spoke with you, what I did say was that when you consume some of these things by way of either inhaling or eating or drinking, it takes a longer period. For half-life of some of these heavy metals is quite extensive. That is, when you say half-life, what it means is that when you consume such pollutants or contaminants, for the half of it to leave your body, some of them will take about 20 years, others take 10 years, 15 years. Others may stay perpetually. Do you understand? So it depends on what type of metal that one has ingested or inhaled or drank. Do you understand? So based on that, we just need to change our ways of doing things. And so that is the only clarion call that I can give you. That we need to change the way we do things. Otherwise, some of these children and some of these young ones that we are giving birth to will perpetually will have to live with these deformities for the rest of their life. Especially those who probably will be able to make it as in if their eyes is such that it's compatible with life, then they may survive and they'll continue suffering some any form of kidney diseases, liver diseases, heart diseases, brain, and so on and so forth. So basically, that is what is awaiting us as a country.
And Doc, by the things that we should change, I'm sure you're referring to the illegal mining activities happening in that community.
Well, I can hardly hear. I didn't hear exactly.
Yeah, I mean, but you said we should change certain things, and I'm saying by those things, I'm sure you are referring to the illegal mining activities happening in that area.
Well, you see, I have said the time with that number that when you look at the extent of some of these heavy metals, namely mercury, lead, cyanide, cadmium, and all those heavy metals that are used in the extraction of gold. Once you are within that community, not only in the community, that is, of course, somebody will say that why was it that maybe the person lives somewhere closer, they will have the branch of the whole thing. But those of us who live in Accra, those of us who live in Kumasi, those of us who live in the central region or whatever, if you don't drink directly from those water sources, you may inhale from the air, which is circulating all over the world, all over Ghana. You may buy cassava, like I kept saying. You may buy cassava, and you don't go and ask where is the cassava coming from. Is it contaminated with what? And then you eat it, and maybe you may have the disease. So animals like humans, we are all the same. Whatever we eat, animals do eat some, except that they eat in a different form, isn't it? And then whatever we drink, they don't discriminate exactly whether the water is heavily polluted or brown or dark or whatever. They drink it. So, but the air, all of us breathe the same air. So you can imagine what is happening, my brother. It is not something that we have to joke with. Ghana, we are not. As it were, we are not angry enough as some of these things are concerned. We are playing with it.
Prof, finally though, what are the chances of survival for both humans and animals with conditions like this?
Are you saying how do they survive?
Yeah, what are the chances of survival for humans and animals with conditions like this?
No. As for survival, depending on the morphologies there, from what I'm seeing and from what these goats or sheep kids, I've never seen it. But the one that I've seen, they are all incompatible with life, the humans. Yeah, and they cannot survive with it because if you have those conditions that I've come across, these babies cannot survive. Because they are incompatible with life. They cannot survive. They will not survive. They will just, by all means, some of them, in fact, basically, let me tell you, some are having what we call stillbirth or abortion, inevitable abortion. So there are some people who get pregnant around those areas and beyond and abort those babies without knowing that as a result of some of these things that they are aborting the babies and becomes habitual abortionists. Yeah, that is not saying that that's what they want. They abort and abort and abort and abort. So some of these things will not allow normal development of the fetus. And those can go resist and go beyond that and then they grow or develop into their mother. They develop with all manner of defects. And some of the defects are the ones that I've been working on.
Well, Prof, thank you very much for joining us. We appreciate your time. Well, let's get back to some residents of Sefwi-Wenchi who have been speaking to us about this very development.
I
have not seen this before. I was giving birth in this community and not seen something like this. I'm really shocked and afraid. A sheep with two heads? It is really frightening.
Because maintaining pain some crowd. So we join
I have not seen something like this in my life, that a sheep will give birth to an offspring with strange features. I'm really afraid.
Na want me sorry na me crampo de na me nim se wa wumpo enso sa na onwu ye ti na me hu ye me basa
me hu ni se eye sunsanso ana se ohawa ebeba yanso enam galamsey aye ni because
I believe the galamsey has contributed to this deformity. After consuming the chemicals, we urge the government to intervene, else it can be extended to humans, and it won't be a surprise.
The ebetima possible say galamsey na omutu no hanti yebesere say abanhwe na galamsey no obetimi atusisa na emboa yes a ebetima asi nipa mu so enya wanwa